Here we have the daily price chart for CHEWY Incorporated, stock ticker CHWY. Here we can see that the stock has finished last week overall with some highly erratic share price trading activity. And we should point this out because what this really points to is a period of volatility that is possible to continue, at least for the near term. We do need to see share prices shake out a bit here. It is important to note that last week was a not exactly a normal trading week. We did have the 4th of July holiday. This does generally have the effect of removing liquidity from the market. A lot of people pull out their buy and sell orders before the market closes. This happened on Thursday, so in many cases, you won't see people really return to the market and re-enter those trades until the following Monday. There could be a bit of that here. Well, we could be seeing a bit of that here because those types of conditions often lead to much greater increases in share price volatility. And what we really want to point out here, would be in particular this strange looking candle right here. Here we have a candle from the 27th of June, which came preceding during one of the preceding trading sessions, where we saw a huge amount of whipsaw price action, um, uh, where the candle body here is much smaller in comparison to the candle wick. So what does this mean exactly? We should kind of explain this here. The candle body really tells you the differences between the open and closing price of a stock during this specific trading period. So on this chart, we have a daily chart. So each candle here represents 1 day's trading. The candle body, if the candle is green, it's going to mean that that share prices closed the period higher than they opened. And if it's red, it's going to be the reverse. So it would mean that share prices closed lower than the open. And then the wicks, this longer kind of thin area here really just refers to the ultimate highs and lows for the trading period. So this wouldn't really refer to the opening and closing price like the candle body does, but the outsides of the wicks would show you the ultimate highs and lows for the trading period. So on this particular trading day, we actually saw highs of 39.10 and lows of 27.15. That's a large price movement for 1 day. I mean, as we can see, there's no other candle on this chart that looks like this. This was a highly erratic trading period. And the only thing I can think of here would be pointing to the fact that this stock is now entering kind of meme stock status. This is how it's being referred to here. Roaring Kitty seems to be, stalking Ryan Cohen at this point. In my opinion, he's got a bit of a man crush on this guy because he was, it's noted now that he's established a large position in CHEWY. It's not clear, like GameStop and now CHEWY. It's like, can he find some other stocks to trade? Does he need to just stalk Ryan Cohen constantly? What's going on with this guy? So as this guy, as he entered into the market, this is now reaching, kind of meme stock status. And we are seeing increased volatility. And then this is followed by a period of, followed by this holiday thin trading condition that really kind of, it just, the volatility was just increased here. And the ultimate effect was a downside movement in share prices. Overall, I don't expect the stock to continue trading like this. I think this is highly abnormal. We can just kind of, if we just kind of zoom in for a minute and look at the way this candle is structured, and then look at every other candle on this chart. I mean, if you can find any other trading period that looks anything like this, I'd love to hear it because I don't see anything else on this chart, that even closely remembers this type of trading activity. Overall, what I would have to refer to this as would be really kind of an evening star chart pattern, an evening star candlestick pattern, which is often considered to be a reversal pattern to the downside. Really, what it's comprised, but even then, it's still an ugly one. It's still a very strange one because you've really got two evening stars here. So what this really refers to is a period of strong decision in the market in one direction. If it's an evening star, it would be the positive direction. If it's a morning star, it would be the opposite. These candles would be to the downside. But you see a strong period of buying activity followed by a period of indecision in the market, which is characterized by these candlestick patterns that have small bodies. They're really referred to as doji candlesticks. It's got kind of a long wick and a small candle body. And then these candlestick periods are followed by strong moves to the downside, decisive candles to the downside. And here we kind of see that, would be more in this candle right here. We can see this red candle here. So overall, it's a bit of a strange evening star pattern. It's almost like a dual evening star pattern. But the idea there remains the same, which is that you've got this strong period of buying followed by a period of indecision, followed by a period of strong selling. I have to think, in my view, this has to be fueled by this decision by Roaring Kitty to enter into the market, and then followed by this, holiday thin trading condition during the July 4th holiday period. So it's a bit erratic here. And I really wouldn't suggest getting into the stock just now. I am still bullish on this name. Um, but I don't like to see erratic, volatile trading periods because things just become much more unpredictable under those types of circumstances. And it just means that there's more risk in the trade. So overall, I will be looking for places to buy here. You are coming into a bit of resistance turn support, I suppose. If you look at the $24 level as a potential buy zone, if you really wanted to be into a position and you wanted to scale in a bit there, I would suggest probably not going into a full position at that point, because overall this is just highly erratic. It's very abnormal price action. You don't see anything else like this on the full chart. Um, and this does make things much more unpredictable here, at least for the near term. Overall, as we can see, the momentum indicator is still bullish. This is the relative strength index, and we can see, the purple line here, that this is still characterized by an uptrend, and that means positive underlying momentum for the stock overall. But you're seeing a lot of really just whipsaw price action here. Really, things just going in both directions. It would be very easy to get caught long at the wrong price level here, and then to possibly get stopped out, only to see prices reverse back in the other direction relatively soon. It's just the wrong type of environment to be entering into. But I will continue to watch this name. It is a very good stock overall. The fundamental prospects, the financials are starting to look a bit better. So I will be covering the stock more in depth here, but I would not recommend buying just yet. I would at least wait for a drop back to roughly $24 before you consider new long positions in CHEWY Incorporated, stock ticker CHWY.